To stop the run in Madden 24, you have to follow your run gap assignments. Let's get into it. So if you guys didn't know, you can check your run fits. And run fits is just a way to tell you where you're supposed to go when a run is to the left or a run is to the right. So the way you see that is holding LT and then X or square. So X or square is a run to the left, and then B or O if it's a run to the right, because B or O is on the right of your controller. Now you'll see if there's a run to the left, my gap I'm supposed to go to with this player is the A gap. And if you don't know gaps, the A gap is where I'm standing right now between the center and right guard. The B gap is where I'm standing right now between the right guard and right tackle. The C gap is to the right of the right tackle. And then if there's a tight end, the D gap is to the right of the tight end. Over here, it's the same thing, but it's the weak side. So weak side A gap is right here, the weak side B gap is right here, and the weak side C gap is right here. Now again, if there's a run to the right, you can look for a run to the right by holding LT or B, and then my run gap over here is the C gap if there's a run to the right, and if there's a run to the left, my gap is the A gap. And it's very important that you follow these for any type of run play. What a lot of people do is just go wherever they want to go, where they think it's good, where they think they could actually make a tackle, but that's not the case. If you follow your run gap, that will occupy blockers to get the CPU players to make the tackle, or you'll be able to shoot gaps quickly to blow up the run in the backfield like really good players do, and it just takes practice with run gaps. But now I want to go over how you can fill in gaps efficiently. Let's get into it. So I said this before, that you do not need to make every single play. There are times where you need to occupy certain blockers to let your computerized players make the tackles. Let me show you an example. In this play, I filled my run gap by engaging with the blocker. By doing so, the window that the user saw quickly closed. So he tried to break it back outside, but because the run gaps were filled correctly, he ran right into the hands of the DN, who is able to block shed the tight end in a one-on-one situation. So you'll see that if you do fill in your run gaps correctly, you'll see better animations. Now again, it is a video game, it is football, so again, there might be big plays sometimes, but for the most part, if you run your run gaps efficiently and effectively and do it correctly, you will see a lot less big run plays against you. And of course, there will be times where you can just blow up runs in the backfield because you fill in the correct lane at the right time. Now I want to talk about funneling the runners towards your defense against the run. Now, pretty much 100% of the time, your defense is in the middle of the field. So where would you rather runners to go? The middle of the field. So if there's a run to the outside, you want to make sure you try to funnel that running back towards the inside where your defense is. Let me show you an example. On an outside run like this, you'll see that the corner took an angle where it forced the running back to cut back inside right to our defense. So one thing to take away from this funneling is making sure to take a good angle, not to let the runner make a move or even just beat you to the outside. The goal is to take an angle at the ball carrier where it closes the space between you and the running back quickly. But do not run in a straight line towards the front of his body, because that will allow him to make a move or just make a quick cut to the outside. And the outside is where most of your defenders are not. But now let's go into some of the best run defenses for Madden 24. So right off the bat, I just want to go over man blitzing. And man blitzing is a very good run defense because you'll see that once these secondary players who are not run supporters see that it's a run play, they will react to the run. So pretty much you can have the whole team defending the run, but it just depends on when they react to the run. The next play I'm going to go over is cover 3. Now cover 3 is a very okay run defense, but it's not as good as cover 2 and cover 4, which I'll go over soon. The reason why this isn't as good is because you only have one safety help, and that safety help doesn't have the best leverage to attack outside runs like you see here. Like in cover 2, you'll see that this corner can attack the outside runs better. So cover 3 is a very okay run defense. You can use it at times, but to attack a run-heavy scheme is not the best. Now cover 2 is great for outside runs like stretches, tosses, jet plays, because you'll see that if there's a run to the left, this corner is able to attack the run from the outside, and he has great leverage to do so. And what I mean by leverage is he's in a position that gives him a great angle to attack outside runs. Unlike the safety, like if there was an outside run, he is already in the inside, he's positioned in the inside, so he needs to take a weird angle to keep contained, while this corner is already on the outside, so there he has better leverage. And you see if it's a run to the right side, this corner also has the same thing, it's the same deal. Now we're on cover 4. Cover 4 is good because of the safety help, and you have 9 people to attack against the run. Now, the reason why it's good to have safeties in the run defense, because if for some reason the running back breaks the first level, which is the D-line, and then they break the second level, which is the linebackers, then you have these safeties for safety help. Now, you could also bring these guys down. Maybe it's a short yardage situation, and you need to stuff the running back as quickly as possible. Now you have these guys in the box, so they can attack their run gaps quicker. So that's just something to think about. And again, cover 4 is probably the best run defense. Even cover 4 drop is really good because you have 9 guys attacking the run. So again, follow your run gaps and you'll see an instant improvement in your run defense. Like and subscribe for more Madden tips, tricks, and schemes. A lot more content is coming your way to make you the best Madden player you can be. See you next video.